Hi everyone, good evening. And today's video is from the counselor hat that I wear, and it is especially to parents of teenagers. And why, especially to them? Because I have the maximum clientele of teenagers these days. I don't know why. Why is that happening? As a counselor, I'm only coaching or guiding or mentoring teenagers. And the other is that I have a teenage son myself. And the third and most important is that I have today finally let go of all the issues that I had as a teenager, which were holding me captive all the way up till I would say a few months ago. So that's how much your teenage can affect you all your life. So this topic is something that's very close to my heart, and I feel it like I can't tell you how. So therefore, if anybody's listening, just listen. And again, this is based on a Facebook article that I just read, which is why I suddenly got the need to, share it with whoever wants to listen to this. This is the article was a teenager talking to the parents. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of repeat what the teenager was saying, but in my words. Okay, this is while I believe in all these things, but just saying it out there that I'm repeating somebody else's content. Okay, first up, this is developmental psychology. This is based on developmental psychology of the brain. Okay, so it's just developmental stuff that happens in our brain. For those of you who know this, for those of you who don't, it does not matter. The point is, there is something called an amygdala in us, in our brains, and there's something called a prefrontal cortex. You don't have to think about it, don't even like waste your time on it, but the point is that the prefrontal cortex is something that is not developed till the age of 25. There's a reason why stuff like drinking, or even, I mean, I personally feel even driving and things should be done later, because भैया पूरा डेवलपमेंट नहीं हुआ ना ब्रेन का. और मेरे हिसाब से तो शादियाँ भी बाद में होनी चाहिए, but I'm again digressing into another zone. These are my personal thoughts, but my point is that the prefrontal cortex is not developed till 25. Therefore, number one, let's try and stay away from words like, why are you acting so stupid? Why are you so stupid? They are acting from the amygdala, which is जो हम सब में होता है. For me, if I were to confess to you, that's where I have been responding or living my life through that space for 40 years. Okay, and I thought that I was sensitive. I thought that I was lost. I thought that I don't know anything. That's how badly it can affect you, because आपका prefrontal cortex को develop तो हो गया, लेकिन आप amygdala से हमेशा हमेशा सोच रहे हो, because well, life or the surroundings when I was a teenager maybe were very different, which is true for a lot of people my age. And again, that's just how it was. But can we now learn better? So circling back to what I'm trying to say is that, like, biologically speaking, okay, the brain is not ready yet to make rational decisions. Everything is made out of a survival instinct, like an emotional place, till the age of 25. Imagine 25. और हम कभी कभार अपनी 14 साल के बच्चे को, 18 साल के बच्चे को, वी आर जस्ट लेबलिंग, डोंट रोल योर आइज, डोंट ग्रंट लाइक दैट, व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, व्हाई यू सो स्टूपिड, व्हाई यू सो डम. Let's not do it. Let's not, you know, let's not compete with nature, है ना? That's what I feel. Point two, let's remember our teenage क्या है, मेरे लिए तो आज भी मेरे friends सब कुछ हैं. So let's not even contest that. Okay, so the point is that friends are everything for teenagers, and we as parents need to acknowledge and respect that. That's very important. One more little sidebar from my end, which I feel very, very strongly about, is that everybody is a human being. Some are tiny, some are big. That's all. Teenagers are tiny in terms of maybe not their size, but maybe their brains or anything. And by brains, I don't mean they have tiny brains. Development. लेकिन है सब ह्यूमंस, अंडरस्टैंडिंग विजडम सबके अंदर है. तो आई थिंक वी हैव टू ऑल्सो स्टॉप कि थिंकिंग दैट तुम को चाहता नहीं है, तुम्हें कुछ नहीं आता है, और तुम क्या ये फ्रेंड्स वेंड्स में घूमते रहते हो एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट, एंड दिस इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट्स मोर इंपॉर्टेंट. नो, नाउ दैट वी नो बेटर, वी विल डू बेटर. इन माई एंजेलो's words, Maya Angelou said this, no, that do your best till you can, and when you know better, do better. So now that we know better, we will do better. This video is coming to you because I know better. उनके फ्रेंड्स उनके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. दे लव अस, बट वी डोंट नीड टू फील जेलस or possessive or whatever it is. Let's not do that. ठीक है. Number 3, model adulting. It's very simple. If we are using bad language, don't expect them to not use it. If we are being violent, don't expect them not to be. If we are shunning our responsibilities and dropping stuff and showing cowardly behavior, that's what they are going to do. Is that simple. They will model adult behavior. Okay, so it's very, very easy to blame the school, blame the society, and well, as recently, blame social media. I'm not saying they're not factors, but I think it all begins from home. I also realize that, we are all in it together. Yeah, nobody is like किसी को ज़्यादा पता है कम पता है, ऐसा नहीं है. We are all in it together, so we need to learn this all the time, right? So model adulting. They will model what an adult does, and who's the closest adult to them? The parents, the guardians, the caretakers, right? The caregivers. whatever it may be. Number 4, we need to give them credit for who they are. So they are learning in a certain way, and we need to accept it, respect it, that okay, fine, you're trying to figure things out. And here's a little tad of spirituality as well, is what I feel over years, that I have indulged in very deep spirituality, and I feel I'm a very very spiritual person. I feel हाँ बच्चा हमारे थ्रू आया है, अग्रीड, जेनेटिक्स भी आए हैं, अग्रीड, चलो वैल्यू सिस्टम भी आ रहा है, एटमोसफियर भी दे रहे हैं, एनवायरनमेंट भी दे रहे हैं, सब ठीक है। लेकिन वो जो इंसान है, उसका जो सोल है ना, वो हमारा, दैट पर्सन, दैट चाइल्ड डजंट बिलोंग टू अस। ओके, तो ये हमेशा सोचना है हमारी तरह क्यों नहीं, ऐसे क्यों नहीं कर रहा, मैं तो ऐसे करती हूँ, नहीं, वो इंसान बिल्कुल यूनिक है। सो लेट देम बी यूनिक, या जस्ट लेट देम बी, स्टैंड देयर एज लाइक आपके साथ, लाइक प्लांट के साथ खड़े हैं उसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए। अब वो प्लांट थोड़ा बहुत कभी आपको उसमें आपको अपनी झलक दिखती है, ग्रेट, फील ग्रेट अबाउट इट, नहीं दिखती, डज नॉट मैटर। क्लोन्स नहीं पैदा करने हैं, AI आ रहा है, AI इज कमिंग। तो ना ये थोड़ा सा वी हैव टू काइंड ऑफ stop ourselves from doing all this, that no, I'll tell you, अरे what you'll tell me यार, और वो भी आज के ज़माने में, मैं क्या अपने बच्चे को बताऊँ, he knows much more than me, much more, his wisdom is way higher, when he was born he had higher wisdom than me, and the understanding, maturity, everything is way higher. So let's do our job as parents, but not as like, I'll tell you, I am the Gyani person. Parenting means like nurturing, Number 5, perspective. They need perspective on things instead of just judgments and stuff. Let's show them perspective कि यार आप ये करते हो, तो perspective ये है कि like showing them the bigger picture always, even through their eye rolls, their grunts, their monosyllabic reactions. I know it's tough, I know that. Trust me, I'm feeling you right now. But करना पड़ेगा, क्या करें, बच्चे को लेके आया है ना दुनिया में, तो वो तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि नहीं है? So that's that. The next point, I think it's number 6. Let's keep them safe. And this is again from the article that I read. उसमें लिखा, please keep me safe. Okay. Here's where again I go back to my teenage. Although I used to hate that there were a lot of restrictions and stuff on me, yet a lot of things happened to me where I felt I wish I was kept safer. This is when my parents went out of their way to keep me safe. Yet a lot of things happened because of whatever reason. I mean, I'll not get into that, but I wish I was kept safer, And in today's day and age, sometimes at the cost of maybe being firm, not rude, not cruel, but very firm. Like for example, stuff like drugs, stuff like overexposure to social media, stuff like talking to strangers, stuff like everything else. Okay, that comes in the mix. We need to keep them safe. We need to, and we need to be their safe space as well. So there's a distinction between the two, and I hope you understand the distinction. Next point is be kind, come what may. अभी उनको नहीं समझ आएगा, but I think showing kindness in general around them and to them is something. Kindness never goes out of style, no? So to them we need to be extra kind. By that I also mean, let's not run the race, which a lot of people still are for some reason. The race of the education and the blah 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 university, blah blah blah, this that. I don't know मेरा क्या होगा यार when he comes to 12th, but I don't know. But अभी के लिए बोल रही हूँ, अभी तक तो नहीं, at least I've not raised my child yet like that, but God knows ना, pressure तो आता है. He's coming to 10th standard, and sometimes I feel that maybe I'll also be in the thing, which is okay, ठीक है. But I think kindness can be added to the mix, नहीं? Which means कुछ नहीं हुआ, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है, it's okay. It doesn't matter, it's fine. Let's just be kind to our children, very kind to them. Like प्यारे प्यारे बच्चे हमारे, उनको प्यार से रखते हैं, kindness के साथ, नहीं? Lost count. So whatever it is, tell them about yourself. Super important. This is something I have fun doing, So I had made up a mind long ago that at every stage, let's say I am whatever age, and if he turns 7, then I'll tell him something about how I was when I was 7, then 8, then 9, then 10, then 11, then 12. Oh my God, then it gets crazy, but I still am telling him that, oh my God, when I was 14, this is what I did. So yeah, I mean, it's cool, like that. So then what you do is you humanize yourself. And another thing here is that when you humanize yourself, then in a way, एक ना time आता है सबकी ज़िंदगी में when you remove your parents from the pedestal that you have made them sit on, because the world makes us do that, right? And that's very tough, man. Again, speaking from personal experience, it gets very tough because it's just another experience altogether. Now, with this exercise where you are telling them about your life, you're also humanizing yourself. So you're telling them, look, A, I don't own you. B, I'm parenting you, okay? But I don't own you. You're not my property. And guess what, this is what I had been up to. This is what I had been up to. So they'll be like, okay, fine. तो भैया ये भी human ही है. ये भी करते हैं ये सब, ठीक है. and that will not justify their actions, no, but it'll be like, oh, okay, okay, so my parents are not perfect, my mother is not perfect कि भैया okay ऐसे ही होना है, मुझसे तो हो नहीं रहा, so I feel like this, or some complexes that start to develop. None of that will happen. And the final is show intent. Showing intent basically means go through with your words, be committed. You're saying something, show intent that yes, I mean it. For example, you're showing some interest in what they do, and that's something जो नहीं बैठ रहा आपके साथ, like ये क्या कर रहे हैं यार, like in your head, you'll be like भैया बोर्ड सर पे हैं, आप ये साइड पे ये क्या कर रहे हो. तो उस टाइम पे ना show intent, actual intent, true intent that yeah, I am interested. Okay, सच्चाई ना झलकती है यार, बच्चे तो सबसे पहले पकड़ते हैं कि झूठ बोल रहे हो तुम. इट्स ट्रू, नो, they'll just catch it. So let's not do that ना. और किसके साथ हमें सबसे सच्चा होना है? और क्या है, बाकी तो मास्क पहने ही है बड़े होके, इनको भी पहनने हैं. And that's part of life. Everybody has to wear masks. But at least at home, I think what we can do is show intent in what they do, show intent and interest in what they do. That, oh wow, stay curious, stay interested, stay in wonderment, and wow, like what are you doing? Okay, maybe find out more. Is it this? Is it that? And it'll be amazing if it matches what you do. Oh my god, that'll be like a blast. No, I thought I'll take you through this because I read it somewhere and there was an urge to like quickly just say it out to anybody who wants to hear, because there are so many of us who have teenagers, and I hope this helps. Bye bye.